moment. If you are ready to learn exactly how people are going to make money how people are making money in 2026 the right way, the quickest way, the simplest way, then drop a 10 in the comment section because I don't think there's any room for a level lower than that. So we are admitting everybody. And on a scale of 1 to 10, let me see those 10s so that Lizelle can come up. Fire up the chat box so that Lizelle can come up and teach you exactly how moms, dads, grandparents, youngsters, singles, and married people are actually making money in the online space in 2026. Who's ready? Drop ready in the comment section. Zali, they are ready for you.
Here I am. First, before we get started, Celia, I want you to really start and share a little bit about your story. Let's get them going the right way. Because here's the thing, guys. You are on this call for a reason, right? Who believes you're here for a reason? Put me in the comments if you believe that you are here for a reason. If you just commented me, everything's about to change. 2026 is the year for change. It's the year for stop playing small, stop hiding, stop with the excuses and start changing your life. And what you're going to hear tonight is it's crazy what you're going to hear tonight. And this is why I have to do like a disclaimer in the beginning because what you are going to hear tonight might just blow your mind and you might be thinking, oh my goodness, this is too good to be true. If you've been thinking, oh my goodness, a pyramid scheme, too good to be true, people can't make this amount of money, blah, 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 blah. That's stuff we are used to hearing, which is so not the truth. So after the end of this call, you're going to know exactly you should have been in this room a long time ago. So I want Cecilia to share her story because you're going to hear how one mom that didn't see a way out became a multimillionaire in her currency. Celia?
Good evening, everybody, again. So, as you can see, I'm just a loudmouth normal mama, and I was never the loudmouth normal mama. I used to be the very shy, very down and out mom, overworked, exhausted, and like just feeling life and me, we are not gelling. And I want you to know that you've been invited to the Zoom tonight with purpose. The person that invited you here, that sent you that link, that sent you that email on their heart is they want to share something with you that they know can change your life. So when I got started in the online space, I was a 42-year-old mom that was drowning in debt. I literally had debt collectors phoning me more than my mom did. I have lost almost everything. And prior to doing this, I had two previous businesses. But the only thing I did wrong with those two businesses is I kept on trading time for money. First, I started out with a daycare center just to get that business started, get myself educated, rigged up, and open my doors was about 300,000 Rand as a South African mom. Then COVID came, and I needed a different way to start earning. And a divorce came after that. And I decided the next skill that I'm going to start up is a salon. I wanted to have more control over my time. I wanted to have more control over my finances. I wanted to be able, in that stage as a single mom, to take care of my little girl. And it was like, what, 140,000 just to get started with the salon. But unfortunately, very quickly, I went downhill. Small little town where I ran this business, single mom doing everything on my own, school runs, sports runs, trying to juggle it all, and then having regular breakdowns in the shower in the evening out of pure exhaustion. But there came a specific day when I went to pick up my little girl from school. I had clients booked at my salon, Brightzilla, and her whole crew was there. And I warned my little girl earlier that morning, when I come and pick you up after school, you need to run. And she was very clear on what the routine was because I needed to get back. You guys, my daughter was 5 minutes late. 5. And my first reaction was to snap because she made me late for work. But as I snapped and turned to her, I could see she was crying. She was in tears before she got to the car. She had a horrible day, and I made it even worse. In my heart of hearts. Is that me, Zali?
No, it's not you. Celia, you just
In
need to
my heart of
reconnect.
hearts, I really thought that I would have the time to go and sit down with my little girl and, just work through whatever was wrong with her. But I worked until past 9 that evening. She fell asleep on that couch. I never got to fix that. Worst part is the money that I made that day there wasn't even enough left after I paid bills to take her for a milkshake and try and fix it over the weekend. And you might think, well, Celia, that happens to a lot of parents, but here's the other thing, and I get goosebumps talking about this. She's my only child. And before, I've had 2 little boys, both of them angel babies. So when she was born, I promised never in my life will I miss a moment with my child. And I was starting to fail as a mum in such a way where it felt like she's going to be better off without me. I went to Google like most of you did, because I can promise you that's the only way you found the person that you found. You went to Google probably in the middle of the night or in early mornings when you couldn't sleep, stressed out over money, and you started typing in how to make money online, how to make money legally, how to make money that's not a scam, how to make money easy, how to make money without tech skills or prior experience or any high educational degrees in college, because that was me. I Googled them all. And then suddenly I started seeing mums having exactly what I wanted. A simple way to make money, no tech, no experience needed, and I could build it in the nooks and crannies of my day. You guys, I got started, and 6 weeks later, I made my very first dollars online. 3 months later, I didn't have a single debt left on my name. I can tell you the silence that came with my phone because these debt collectors stopped bugging me was insane. 4 months later, I bought a car cash. I mean, who in South Africa working a 9 to 5 get to go to a dealer and say, I want that, and I'm going to go pay cash for it? You don't need to contact the bank and make a special plan for me. 5 months after that, I flipped our zip code. Now, South Africans got this say thing, one day when I'm big. I don't know, you can let me know if this is also a thing that you say in any other country. One day when I'm big. Now, you usually say things like that on things that you can't afford, jet skis, boats, and whatever. For me, one day when I'm big, I'm going to live by the ocean. 5 months into this business, I flipped our zip code. I took my child from a school where she used to cry almost every single day. She's now in a private school where she loves telling me and sharing her day with me. I went from being a 15-hour working a day mama to now working in the bits and pieces of my day. I went from worried and stressed out over money, crying in front of a food cupboard, putting things back on a grocery shelf because I couldn't afford it, to being a mama that doesn't need to worry about that anymore. And here I sit in front of you, a special mom. I wear glasses. I'm like the normalest person that you can get out there. And if you're like, Celia, I don't even know how to put a video out there, don't worry, we're going to teach you. And if you've got a teenager, I can tell you, they'll teach you exactly where to press that plus. Because I even had to ask her to show me how to do that. I can promise you, the person that invited you here tonight did not invite you for any other reason than the fact that they want to help you change your life, because they've seen the possibility, they've seen the vision, they've seen the shift inside of this industry. So be blessed. And Lizelle, thank you so much.
I love that. What an opening to the webinar. Hey guys, that is amazing. She just has a way of sharing a story. So you're going to see in this webinar, there's absolutely no fluff. There's no fluff around it. We are normal people. You know, we're loud, like I'm loud. We love sharing with one another. We love sharing it with other people because we are just normal people who was just looking for a way to not having to worry anymore. Now, maybe that's not you. Maybe you are like, well, I'm not that worried, but I just want to get some pension money together, or I want to go on a holiday, or let me know in the comments, why are you here tonight? Let me know. Is it to make money? Because we all want to make money, right? But that's not really the case. It's maybe you want to stop stressing. Maybe you're already worried about your pension. Maybe you are just tired of the cycle of living month to month. Maybe you're just like, I just want to buy nice stuff, Lizelle. I just want to buy what I like. You know, for me, financial freedom is not having to worry about my finances, to being able to buy my kids what they need, what they want, and not let money determine what I'm going to do this month or this week. That is financial freedom to me. And financial freedom can be something different to you. But one thing I do know is the online industry is the place to be if you want to stop working harder and you want to work smarter. We can agree that online is the way of the future, right? Yes? Let's see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen here and I'm going to have a very nice presentation here for you. It's not long, okay? But I'm going to show you the real the real way people are making money online. And it's not what it looks like on social media, guys. There's a lot of things happening in social media that makes this industry look like, it's just like you get rich overnight or you need to do it this way or that way. We're going to show you everything. So just a little bit about me. There I was in my beauty salon after COVID. I decided I was going to open up a beauty salon. I actually did online courses to become a beauty therapist. And I had to do practice for a while and I opened up this beauty salon. The reason I wanted my own business was to have that freedom. Who wants their own business on here? Put me if you want your own business. I wanted a beauty business because I wanted the freedom that goes with having your own business. I wanted to be in charge of my own time. I didn't want a boss hanging over me. If my child was sick or I needed to be at the hospital, at the sports field, I wanted to be there. And I also wanted the financial freedom. Well, 3 years into having my own beauty salon, I discovered that there I was back just working hard again, having to put in more hours because if I didn't work, I didn't get paid. If I wanted more money, I had to work more. And there came a stage in November of 2023. I was all out of options. I was so out of options that I was like, this is not how life is supposed to be. This is not what I signed up for, right? And I was like, no, man, life cannot be this hard. I'm not even asking for much. I just want to be with my kids. I will even work. I just don't want to suffer and survive all the time. And I knew I needed to do something. For 3 years, I was hoping to win the lotto. I was wishing that my circumstances would change and pretending that everything was fine. Who's done pretending? Just put one in the comments if you're done pretending. I was so tired of pretending that I was okay. And then November, something happened. The one day I picked my child up from school and she gave a letter to me. And in that letter, that was the school saying that she's not allowed to go back to school if we don't pay the school fees. That was the day when I broke. And I was like, I'm done. I am so done. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get out of the situation and just get to a point where I don't have to freaking look at my bank account 24/7 and have anxiety and get up in the morning, not even wanting just to get through the day. And that was the moment I decided I was going to do something. So I started Googling. Since before that time, I was already Googling how to make money online, but I never went into action. I kept on wishing instead of doing something about it. And really started looking for it. And this one day, I discovered that you could actually make money online. And Cecilia was actually the one that just spoke. She was the one. I have never met her. She came into the salon the one day and she spent a lot of money on treatments on her face. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, what do you do for a living? We live in a small town, right? And what started as not knowing, she later on introduced me to digital marketing. And I was like, man, like I need to do this. I was scared. I didn't know. I didn't want anyone to know what I was going through. So what I did was I blocked all my family and friends when I started. I blocked them. I started showing up online, doing the videos, just letting people know that there is a way. And here's the thing. I was just happy that I found something. Because what I was doing wasn't working out for me. And I want to ask you that question. What you have been doing all these years, has that been working out for you? Because I know it wasn't. Doing it my own way wasn't working out. And then I started and I was successful. I made my first 6 figures. And then I saw a lot of people were struggling with getting online in the online space. A lot of them didn't have confidence. A lot of them weren't making it. And I knew that I could make it a little bit easier for them because I've done so many one-on-ones with people trying to help them. And that is how DMS was born. I went from struggling, never knowing how much I was going to make the month, if I was going to be able to put something away or even buy stuff, to being able to move into our dream house on the water, being debt free. We bought new cars, we bought boats, and all of that. And I'm not even saying that to impress you because that stuff doesn't even impress me. It does make life easier, yes. Being in a surrounding area where you feel good that your kids are walking in the road and they can go ride their bicycles and they can enjoy it and you can be with them instead of being away from them. That for me is everything. So to date, I've made over $500,000 online, and I'm also a South African. So that means I've made multiple millions in South Africa, which is amazing. And the reason I'm sharing that with you is if I, who am a normal mom with no special qualifications or degree, that had to Google the words digital marketing, if I can do it, if Cecilia can do it, what is stopping you? What I'm sharing with you tonight is a step by step into how you can start earning online without knowing anything. This is not a guru type of thing or a trick or magic. It's a proven step by step system that I'm going to show you. Okay. So, why so many people are confused about online income is there are too many options. Put a yes in the comments if you agree there are so many options. You just don't know which one anymore. There's like everyone's making a promise of this and that, right? Everyone's teaching a different method. Everyone's saying, this is the thing that's working. That is the thing that's working. I told you this is not going to be a fluffy session, right? We're going to be real here. Most content shows results, but they don't show you the process. They show you what can happen, but they don't show you step by step. And beginners just don't know what's legit anymore because there are so many scams online, right? You're not late. You're not late. Maybe you've tried an online business before. Maybe you've like, Lizelle, I've tried so many side hustles. What I am sharing with you is the model has changed. Online income didn't stop working. Digital marketing has been there since the 1980s. The way people do it has changed. Most people are stuck because they still have that outdated advice out there, right? But who this is actually working for is moms, parents with limited time, people that don't have a lot of time, that are maybe still working a 9 to 5 job. I have doctors that are in this program that are like, Lizelle, we are working nonstop. We just need a way to relieve some pressure. 9 to 5 is starting maybe part-time beginners that don't have a product and they don't even know how to do affiliate marketing, or people who don't want to be online every day. Let me know in the comments there, how much time are you spending on your phone every day? Give me a rough amount. How many hours are you spending on your phone every day? I'm sure your phone is alerting you how much, like every week. Can you guys give 2 hours, 5 hours, 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours? Now, what if instead of scrolling, what if you could start making money with those 2 hours? 2 hours a day instead of scrolling. What if you could start making some good money by using the time that you are already spending on your phone and just making better use of it? A lot better, right? Someone sharing their audio with me. Okay. What you do not need to do anymore, and this is what's changed, is you don't need a big following anymore. People that literally start from scratch can start like I did with no TikTok following. I just started a new TikTok account. You also don't need to be techie because now you get done for your systems that's already done for you, right? And don't need to constantly post. There are people that are posting like 6 times a day thinking that is what's making the money. And you don't need to figure this out alone, right? What social media shows you is they say you have to constantly keep on posting. They tell you need to go viral. There are so many tactics and so many things that you can do to go viral, and here are the 3 ways that you can get more followers, right? They're telling you you can go to 10,000 followers in a month. Let me tell you, followers mean nothing if it's not the right people. Okay, and they make loud income claims with stuff that's simply not the truth. Okay, so the shift that is happening in 2026 is we go to systems instead of hustle. It's all about systems. If you don't have a system working online for you, you will keep on working hard. You're just going to go from working a normal 9 to 5 to being on your phone from 9 to 5. And I'm sure that's not why you're here. You're here to work smarter instead of harder. We focus on assets instead of just attention. They say attention is the new currency. Yes, but only if you use it right, right? We use simple offers instead of complicated brands and leveraging what already exists. This is how you can build a multi six-figure business in dollars online without spending any money, especially in your first 6 months, if you leverage what already exists. Services. Okay. Oh, sorry, my screen is making an issue here. Okay. So you can do it in different ways. Okay. So if you want to make money online, you can do services where you spend time for money. Okay. You can make your own products, which we teach you to do if you want to make your own products, but it's slow to build. It's not money overnight. Okay. Or you can leverage models. What's growing the fastest? It's the same as someone who purchases a franchise. Okay, like if you want your own business, you want the freedom, right? Yes, in the comments if you want the freedom because you want your own business. You would love to much rather run your own thing so you can have the time and the financial freedom. Okay, so traditionally, what people would do is they would buy a franchise. Let's say I wanted to open up a restaurant. Okay, I want to open it up because I want to be in charge of my own time. Okay, so I can either open up my own restaurant, hope that it works, spend all that money on the branding and getting it all fixed and done, and just pray that it works. Or I can buy a franchise who already has a business model that works, who already proved that they are making money, who's sharing their recipes with me, right? Put in the comments there. Who would you choose? Would you choose to do it on your own, one, or number two? Put it two in the comments if you would rather go with the franchise who already has a proven business model. So there's really no risk because you know it's already working. You just need to show up to the business, right? It's exactly the same thing. If you are leveraging a model online that's already working, it's it's guaranteed to work if you show up to it, right? Why most people get stuck though is they don't have a product or an offer, okay? Or they're trying to do everything on their own. They think they're saving money and then they just waste 6 months to a year or even more than a year because they're wasting time and money because they thought they were saving time and money. Is there anyone on here that has had a side hustle or a business before? You thought by doing it yourself you're going to save money, but at the end of the day, you spent a lot of money to try and make it work and it just didn't work. And at the end of the day, you left it because it just wasn't worth it, right? Now that's working harder. Too many tech decisions. A lot of people get stuck because they don't understand the systems that work online. They're not tech savvy. And a lot of them don't have any guidance. They don't get any feedback. So there's a lot of things that you can buy online, guys. You can go Google now and you can go buy an online course. It's going to teach you the fundamentals of an online business. But a lot of people don't get the feedback on what they are doing. Hey, Lizelle, am I doing the right thing? Is what I'm doing working? You know, because there's no feedback. They rather do it on their own, and this is where they get stuck. So the shift in 2026 is when you start with something that is done for you, where you don't have to figure out the tech, where you don't have to figure out, okay, what connects to what system do I need to have, where you use proven funnels and offers, proven things like a franchise, it's proven to work over and over and over again, right? Getting support instead of guessing and building confidence before you or make it too complicated. We have a lady that just shared it on our Monday call. Her name is Janae, and she shared. She just made now 2 sales in her first week, right? And I have another one that started with me last week that made $1,500 in her first week. Am I saying you're going to make so much money in your first week? No. What I'm saying is the system, the proven funnels, the done for you system works. It all depends is when are you showing up for it? When are you just doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? So the new way that's really taking off in 2026 is using leverage and the support. This is the model that's been working. This is the model that's taking beginners to their first sales in a couple of weeks, to their first five to $10,000 online. You don't start from zero. You don't reinvent the wheel. You don't do it alone, and you build income while you are learning. This is what's amazing about it is you learn and earn at the same time. You can maybe you want to create your own digital product. And I say go for it if you want to. A lot of people want to, but wouldn't you want to earn money while you are learning how this all works? You can create your own product later. First start getting good with what you can do, make some money, and then go create the dream product that you want to create, right? So why I created the digital magnetic system is I was tired of seeing people overwhelmed. I was sitting on hundreds and hundreds of one-on-ones, helping people go from they bought a course, but they're not getting it to work for them. Because you see, there is no one size fits all each one of us are different. And I was just tired of seeing people being overwhelmed with something that can work for them. I saw what actually worked behind the scenes. I could see what was working and what was working for my customers. And I wanted something simple that I could help them with, but also give them the support. I wanted real people to win. Not people that thought they knew it, they had it all together. Real people like me, that mom that just is looking for a way to not stress about her finances, knowing that she can be at home with the kids, not worried about, oh my goodness, how much money do I have left for groceries this month? The stress that's being caused in her family and the fights because there's just no money and everything revolves around money. I was thinking about that type of mom, where I was, right? What makes DMS different is it's a done for you structure. There's no fluff, there's no system that you have to connect. There's no someone, you don't need to pay someone to set up the system for you. There's a clear starting point. There's multiple income paths. And this is what sets DMS apart. Because DMS is not just one product, you get multiple income streams with it. I'm going to show you in a while, okay? There's coaching and there's the community and there's no pressure to perform. Now, I don't know about you, but when I started, there was a lot of pressure on me to perform, to make money, to make sales. In DMS, there's not a lot of pressure. There's already income streams, there's already content, everything's already laid out. You just literally need to plug in and do the work. So I want to share this with you. This is Anel, but I want her to share from herself. She just posted this about just a while ago, real life update from the sea. She was on holiday just now. She made over 58,000 in South African Rand in 4 days. So, Nelly, are you on here? Please want you to come and share.
I am. How are all of you? Thank you, Lizelle. Hi everybody. My name is Anel. I am sick, so I hope you all can hear me. We just came back early from holiday because of all the sickness, but I still make over. I actually make far over that. I calculated this morning. I've made 89,000. So in the past 8 days, I think. So, yeah, I'm just a normal mom. I'm a mom from South Africa with two little babies, and I'm a HJ wife for the fourth year in a row. And I was just done. I was done working 7 days a week, 12-hour days, not coming through. I was done sacrificing my time, done saying no, done putting them a camping cot on a Sunday just to make bread and milk money for the week. I've did all the hard work. I was willing to work hard, but in the end of the month, I didn't get through. And I knew something had changed. I knew I couldn't rely on my husband for longer. I want to bring him back. I mean, 9 months apart is a long time for a relationship to be apart and for my babies to be without their dad. So I knew I wanted that change. And I started looking for ways, and I found this online space that I knew nothing about. I was a complete beginner. I was having a beauty industry where I had my salon. I didn't know anything about how to make money online. My husband is currently here with me. He's here, and I'm so privileged. I paid for a whole vacation, you guys, in this front sea, everything, and I paid with my money without asking him for anything. And a year ago, that wasn't possible. In 2024, I started looking for ways, and I found digital marketing. I found a way how I can be there for my family. And in 3 weeks, I made my first sale as a complete beginner while I was still doing lashes. The lady was paying me 400 Rand, and I just made my first sale, which was $1,000. I mean, hello. How? I didn't recruit them. I didn't ask her to buy from me. I didn't go push products for this little bit of commission. I just used my phone and just planted the seed. I just implemented what the system taught me to do. In 6 weeks, I quit both my jobs. Ever since then, I've become a stay-at-home mom. I work around my family. I have a little baby and I have a toddler, and I work around them. I'm doing mom life. I'm doing Uber. I'm doing the cook, everything, and I'm still making this type of money. All because this system is proven to work. There's no risk. This is not crypto. This is not trading. It's you that has to show up for you. If you want a better life, 2026 is going to be your year to show up for you. If you want to set that example for your kids, please show up for you. Have the courage to let them know they do not have to take a second job, a third job, or even a full-time job. You do not have to give up your dreams. Let's take my faith and dream again. Let your dreams become a reality. Create the life that you want. And thank you, Lizelle, for the opportunity.
Oh, shame, Zanelli. I hope you're feeling better soon, but I can see you've got a nice tan. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, so guys, this is just amazing. I want to share with you, Cecilia, as well. You heard her story now. I mean, she made $10,000. She made $5,000 in her first month inside DMS with 12 people in her email list because she wanted to test it. She wanted to test and see if this works, right? Can you hear me? Can you hear her?
Hi guys, my name is Nicola. I'm 24 years old and I started with digital marketing about 8 months ago. I was very, very shy. Me and my fiance started together, so I didn't do content because my first hurdle in the online space was definitely talking on camera, 110%. I was so scared of the opinions of other people, and I think that a few of you also tonight, that is keeping you from actually taking this step. So what did I do? I asked my fiance to take content, and within 5 weeks, he could quit his job in America. So we took a shot and we gave it our all. He could start creating content. He came back from America and he did digital marketing full time. I still worked my 9 to 5 because I was so scared to actually show up on camera that I didn't have the guts to actually just do it. So in February, me and Niku, we lost 960,000 rand. We invested and it was a scam. So we lost all our money. We had to move out of our house and we walked into February with only 5,000 rand in our bank account. And that was my why. So I knew Lizelle. Lizelle was my lash tech at a stage and she said she made 1 million rand in 6 months. And I'm like, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make that money back within 6 months. And you will see Lizelle's she tells us to be bold. So I told myself, 6 months, I'm going to do it. And I made my first million within 7 months. The only thing that I struggled with was actually speaking English. So I'm a very, very Afrikaans school from Nelspruit, and that was something that I struggled with. And I struggled with Instagram, and I struggled with creating content without feeling salesy. And there was a few loopholes that I actually struggled with. And then one day I saw Lizelle in a coffee shop and she actually told me about DMS. And I bought DMS. And that is, guys, everything changed. My mindset changed. I started incorporating God in my business. I started building relationships with the people in DMS, inside of DMS. And the secret sales weapon, oh my goodness, that is going to blow your mind. For me as an Afrikaans person struggling to actually speak English, now I can create content in seconds. So that is mind blowing. This is the program that I wish I had when I first started. It's never been this easy. If you plug in, you follow Lizelle, you can be successful in the online space. I actually made a post and I said that I'm proud to actually give this to women because I know they will have everything they need to make a decent income in the online space. My first hurdle, scared to show my face. Now I love creating content. I love being creative and trying different things. My second hurdle was actually speaking English. Now I have the secret sales weapon helping me write my content. The coaching inside DMS, you won't find anywhere else. Lizelle is pouring her heart and soul into this program, helping people make a success. I'm 24 years old. I don't have a degree. I actually felt ashamed. I really felt like I'm behind. Like most of my friends have degrees and they have a good job, and I actually just worked for 10,000 rand a month. And now at the age of 24, I earn $10,000, $12,000 a month using my cell phone and just following the program. So if you are somebody that are ready for change and ready to be part of something phenomenal, this is for you. And I can say that with an honest heart. Thank you, Lizelle.
Oh, I love that. I wanted to share with you who's inspired by Nicola's story, eh? Who's inspired? Isn't that amazing? Every time I hear a story, it's just like something else just stands out for me. It's just so inspiring. I wish at 24 I had this. But anyway, guys, okay, so I wanted to share a little bit with you. If you like, the difference between digital and affiliate marketing is digital marketing is when you create your own products. Affiliate marketing is when you sell someone else's product, which is a lot easier way to get started. So Kihara, I love sharing her story because this is so inspiring. She had lost a lot of weight, and when she lost a lot of weight, when she started with DMS, and I remember her saying to me, Lizelle, I had a body transformation. I'm ready for a financial one. So she started with an affiliate product as like DMS because she didn't have a product when she started. But as she was sharing her story in her content, she was just sharing why she started. And she was like, well, I had a body transformation, I lost a lot of weight, and this is why I want a financial transformation. People started asking her about what did she do to lose weight. And because of the skills she learned, what she did was she put a PDF together, she shared on there what she did to lose weight, and she sold it at $99. She had 37 sales. She made over $3,600 with her own product in a couple of weeks. Now, I don't know about you, but that is freaking amazing. The skills that she learned, just the experience, she put it in a document and she sold it. That is digital marketing. So this works best if you want extra income online, if you don't want to start from scratch. If you like someone that I need some hand holding here, people, I do not know what this is all about. I just want to be successful. That's what you need. Value, guidance, and support. And it works best if you want something that's really realistic, not some fluff. Okay. So if this feels like the next step for you, or if this feels like this is aligning with you, put a 1 in the comments if this feels like this is for you. Then I want to invite you to join DMS. We have a community where you get the system, you get the support. There are weekly calls. There's a newbie call coming up where we invite you into the community. We share with you exactly how this works, step by step, what you need to do. You're going to stop guessing. You're going to start with clarity. You're going to know exactly what you need to do. So we do have two options that you can start off with, okay? The first one is the DMS Pro. Now, this is all the bells and whistles. This is the top of the range because of you get a fully done for your business setup. You have a system that works online for you 24/7. Think about it when you order something online. Okay? I just want to ask you, just want to give you some clarity here. Then let me know in the comments when last did you order something online? Was it maybe yesterday, the day before, maybe, I don't know, a couple of days ago? Where is my box? I'm trying to see you guys. Let me know. Okay? This week, today, a week ago. Okay. When you bought something online, did someone had to reach out to you and convince you to go to that online store and buy something? Did someone reach out to you and had to convince you? Okay, no. Did you go find the place yourself? Obviously, yes. Okay. And when you purchased, did someone have to get on the call with you to walk you through the buying process? Nope. You just clicked and you bought. Why? Because there was an automated system that's doing the work. You get an immediate email. There's an automated process happening at the back. Now, that's the system that you get inside here. It's like having a sales team. You don't have to get on a call with someone. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to convince anybody. You don't need to bother friends and family. There's a system that works for you online. And that system is what you get inside DMS. The minimum cost of that system, if you had to build that from scratch, is $2,500. Okay. So you get the resale rights. In other words, you already get two high-end products that you can sell. So you can make anything between $400 and over $1,000 per sale. You get 12 exclusive PLR products. So what a PLR product is, it's a private label right products. Well, what that means is you get 12 products that you can rename and resell as if it's your own without giving anyone credit for it. Okay. You get a 30-day content strategy plan. You get faceless marketing strategy. For those who want to do it faceless, yep, you can absolutely do this faceless. You get an advanced launch strategy plan. You get a step-by-step on how to get to $10,000 a month. You get a perfect customer masterclass. A lot of people that are showing up online is not successful. Why? Because they don't even know who they're talking to online. They don't know how to craft their message. This is what the perfect customer masterclass helps you with. Magnetic sales formula. This is what Nicola referred to. This is where her mindset changed. The magnetic sales formula talks about the stuff and helps you handle the stuff that keeps you stuck as a person. Because here's the thing, I can give you the best program in the entire world. If you can't believe that you can be successful, nothing will make you successful. This is what the magnetic sales formula helps you with. It helps you, it teaches you biopsychology. It helps you get out of your own mind in if you have maybe some blocks of making money, or it helps you with that. You also get a full course on creating your own digital products. You can import the funnels, the templates, everything is already there. You get certified on it. You get pod coaching where you get in a small group with a 5 and 6 figure earner every second week that can help you grow even quicker. And there's guest speakers all the time in the community now. Just the value of all of this. I mean, I told you, just the funnel. If you had to start this from scratch, your own online business, you would at least pay over $6,000 and more, because most of this that's in here happens on a weekly and a monthly basis. But it would cost you $6,000 minimum. This is not what we charge, because we wanted to make it accessible. Because you see, I remember what it feels like not having money, stressing about it constantly. So I didn't want to charge over $6,000 for someone to start. I wanted to make it accessible and as easy as possible. This is why people are successful. It's only $1,197 and a once-off $67 activation fee. That activation fee includes a professional email that you choose, a professional domain, a hosting service, your funnels, everything set up and ready to go. When you get started, you can launch your online business in the next 24 hours. That is how quickly we are with setting up. Okay. So a lot of people can't start at the pro, and some are still skeptical. Some are like, oh, Lizelle, I just want to test this out and see if this is going to work, right? This is why we have the DMS starter. Your system gets set up for you. You get resale rights to the starter. So for every sale, you make over $447. You get 5 exclusive PLR products, 30-day content strategy plan, faceless marketing strategy. You get weekly group support. You get on a call every single Monday. You get a 5K roadmap, because I show you step by step how to make $5,000 with your starter. You get the perfect customer masterclass, the magnetic sales formula. Just the total value of this is over $2,500, people. But we don't charge that for the starter. We make it very accessible for everyone to start at $497 once off, with the once off $67 activation fee. No monthly fees. I don't know about you, but that's something that helped me a lot in the beginning. Okay. So if you have any questions, here's your next step. So someone invited you here. Okay. That person that invited you, that's the person that you can just reply to, that sent you the link. You reply to that person and you ask them that option that you are interested in. So we have the starter and we have the pro. It's only once off, and we also do have payment plans. Okay. So once the person shares the link with you, when you go onto the website, you'll see when you click to ready to get started, you'll see that there's a payment plan option. Okay. So we do have some time left. Okay, so let me know, is there any questions that I can answer for you? You can type it out, or you can just raise your hand. There's a toggle at the bottom that you can just click on raise hand and you'll show up and I can unmute you. Okay, any mails on here with a testimonial? I'm looking into this for my wife. Well, the thing is, there's a lot of men in here that's doing it with their wives. I don't know if Brendan is on here. Brendan and his wife actually started together. Are you on here, Brendan? I don't know if he's on. He had some major success now, and let me tell you, it's all about just plugging in and plugging into the training and adjusting. Because on a Monday we have training calls. We have training calls that we see what works on social media. We do content orders to check what are you doing right, what should you be pivoting. So I haven't asked him to come and share. I'm not sure if he's on here. If you see him, Cecilia or someone, call him out. Can you upgrade to the pro later on, and what will the cost be? That's a good question. You can upgrade at any time. The cost will only be the difference. Okay, so if you want to start on the starter, you can upgrade later to the pro for the difference. Oh, Nico, is Nico on here? Nico, are you on here? We do have some men. Okay, that's a good thing. I'm going to ask them to start showing up and giving their testimony. I don't know if Nico's on here, guys. Can you just check for me? Nico, if you're on here, please raise your hand. I made my first sale today. Yes, so happy for you. Let me see. When it comes to Namibians, and I heard that PayPal already a thing here, so it is eligible for Namibians. That's a good question, Roderick. This is what makes DMS also different in so many ways, is it's an affiliate program. So you don't need your own payment gateway. You don't need PayPal, you don't need Stripe. Everything filters through DMS and you get paid your commission into your bank account. That's what makes it amazing, right? I need a one-on-one chat or call to explain better and to show me how the system is working. Carlo, what you do is just get back to the person that invited you. You got on this call through a link, just reply to them. They're going to help you. Okay. Ongoing coaching and support is top class. Yay. Okay, so the men are not on here tonight. How does paying taxes work once you get sales? Well, you have to pay tax. But unfortunately, there are a lot of write-offs. There's a lot of things that you can write off. You can write off your, obviously, your home space, even clothes and places that you visit because you create content there. So there's, you still pay tax. The tax man doesn't come take your money. You have to declare it. Okay. So my best recommendation, I'm not an accountant, so I can't advise you on it, but my best recommendation is once you start hitting your 5-figure months in dollars, I would register my business. That's what I did. Okay. Oh, DMS means digital magnetic system because we teach you how to become a magnet for sales. Digital magnetic system. Okay. I heard that PayPal is this. Okay, so these are US dollar prices. And the reason it is in dollars is because it's global. Inside our community, we've had South Africans share tonight, but we have a lot of people from all over the country, even people from Singapore, India. So it's in dollars because it's global. Okay. Da, da, da. What am I missing? I'm going to buy this immediately. Awesome, Roderick. So when you start, you're going to see we have an amazing automated system. You're going to get in access immediately inside the program. You're going to immediately get access inside our community. So come and introduce yourself. Let us know you just started. We are so excited to welcome you. What's happening now is on Monday, our call is happening. Okay, it's a very important call because on Monday, we are entering a new month. And if January didn't go this well for you, you want to be on this call on Monday. It's a live call that you can be on. Okay. If you're on a payment plan, will you be able to earn while still learning? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, my team is answering everything so quickly. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So just get back to the person that invited you. Okay. If you have any questions, guys, that person is ready to help you. Okay. Any questions? Ask them for the information, get on it, and they're gonna help you. Okay, they are waiting to hear from you. You guys must have an awesome evening. We'll see each other soon, and come let us welcome you inside the community. Cheers, everybody.